Good evening, everybody. A plan to cut the cost of the $2.6 billion Brent Spence Bridge replacement project is in the works.
That assurance today from the governors of both Ohio and Kentucky. Local 12's Joe Webb is live in Covington with how the two-state approach could affect you. Hi, Joe.
Hey, Cammie, you know, both governors were emphatic today that the Brent Spence Bridge project is going to happen and that toll opponents, in their words, just need to face reality. They laid out a four-point plan on how to get it done, but mostly they called out their opponents. The two governors spoke to a mostly friendly crowd, supportive of tolls to get the Brent Spence Bridge project moving forward. The stumbling block, as they see it, Kentucky lawmakers and local politicians who aren't on board with tolls.
But folks, there comes a time when common sense and reality must prevail over political rhetoric. And that time is right here and right now.
The two governors announced plans to cut costs off the $2.6 billion price tag, maybe by shortening the 8-mile footprint, to split costs and toll revenues 50-50 between Ohio and Kentucky, and to give discounts for daily users, half price. Small concessions, but movement to spark more movement from opponents. So far, they're not budging.
I think the fact that at this 11th hour they're saying, hey, we need to scale this project back and we need to play with the financing shows that this project is not ripe for determination. There are too many unanswered questions.
Governor Kasich spoke fondly of Governor Steve Beshear's commitment and can-do attitude. Kasich urged business leaders to lobby Kentucky lawmakers to create that public-private partnership, or P3 as it's called, needed for tolling. He called toll opponents selfish and following a blind and extreme ideology.
This is a small, mini example of dysfunction in America. We can't seem to get anything done. It's either Republicans fighting Democrats or Republicans fighting Republicans or Democrats going, walking away from. This is dysfunction.
Now, Governor Beshear says Kentucky is doing a study to see how tolls on the Brent Spence Bridge would impact traffic on the other bridges. He also promised that the project would not leave Covington, as he put it, in the lurch, which is good news for northern Kentucky lawmakers and city officials. Now, Beshear worked through similar issues trying to get a bridge project going in Louisville. He was able to get that project moving forward. What he says is that delays drive up the price of this project, a reported $7 million every month. To put that in perspective, Beshear and Kasich were a half hour late for today's news conference. While we waited for them, the cost of the bridge went up $4,861. In the 3 minutes or so I've been on TV, the project's gone up another $500. Cammie?
Wow, that just boggles the mind and really puts it into perspective, Joe. Thank you. And we asked your thoughts about replacing the Brent Spence Bridge with a toll on Facebook. Alan posted, I have yet to hear one person come out in favor of tolls. So far, the government has refused to listen to what tri-state citizens are saying. Barbara posted, people who have to make the trip every day won't use it. The other bridges and the ferry will be completely snarled. Margaret says, would you rather pay a toll and slow down for a few seconds or be on that bridge when it collapses? You can join the discussion on the Local 12 News Facebook page. Like us while you are there. And coming up at 6, you're going to hear from business owners near the interstate on the impact they think the proposal will have on them.